Well, since Neil's the only one that can say it.
So we were sitting around before the first year, after the four of us had agreed that we wanted to do something, right? We were missing this type of event in this part of the country. So we said, let's figure out, let's get the people together, let's make it happen. So we were sitting around and we kind of looked, and like Michael just said, we're all of different nationalities, and we said, well, we've got a German, we've got two Mexicans, and a Scotsman. So
we got trouble.
Yeah, this is trouble. So we started kind of brainstorming names, and we started off, you know, Texas has a long history tied together with Mexico, and there's a lot of Mexican nationals that are living in Texas. So we decided to kind of blend the two cultures, and we originally came up with the name Tejas Treffen, which is kind of a mix, a Tex-Mex mixed with a bit of German. We had a couple people challenge us on the name, so we've changed it this year to be Tejas Treffpunkt, which is the Tejas meeting point. So essentially the same thing, slightly different name, but you know, the name itself is a representation of the mix of cultures and the mix of people that we're bringing together here.
Right, and like Neil says, it's all about different cultures. You know, the name don't make the show, it's the people that make the show. The cars, the art, the different cultures. So cars are art is art. Now we have Lucha Libre culture, that's art. So that's where we came up with all these ideas.
Our theme this year, Lucha Libre, a cult, free wrestling that generated in Mexico and Texas. A remembrance of heroes past, El Santo, Blue Demon, superstars, idols, an interesting mix of movie star and athlete, superhero and magician. We found a spiritual connection to the art, to the cars, and to the people who are drawn to either three, which in many cases, even if they didn't know it, the connection was there.
All right, scheduled for one fall. Introducing the champ, Poder Nocturno. The challenger, Aero Crab. All right, these gentlemen are ready to go.
So when we created this event, we wanted to bring the thing that we like as drivers and as owners of these cars, but we wanted to mix it with art, and so it's a car / art show, like showcased in like museum like surroundings in the studio, and we always want to bring a little bit of humanity to it. So we got together with our charities, and big part of the proceeds that we get from here, which is from the live auction of art, we're going to give to our charity.
250, bid 260, anybody will go $260? 260, 260, is he waving or bidding? 260 to buy him? Sold right here, $250, $250. Thank you very much.
Is he all right? Okay, he's good. He's good.
It's kind of our mission in life to spread the love and make sure everyone else loves Porsches as much as we do, and and drives them, and doesn't sit there and polish them all the time. They got to drive them and enjoy them, and go to the supermarket, whatever. Just enjoy it, and then this is our way of sort of spreading the word. And the charity thing is like, it helps our conscience. It's all for a good cause.
It's a 1985 Porsche 911 Targa Carrera. It's got the 3.2 liter engine. The car is basically original except for the fact that I replaced the exhaust system and put a Porsche muffler and a cat bypass on it. Other than that, the engine is completely stock. I removed the air conditioning. The AC in this car has never worked very well, so there's no point in having it. It just adds a lot of weight to it, and it just makes it a lot easier to work on. And but other than that, it's an original car. It's been a great car. I love driving it.
I don't know, something wrong with the ref. What's going on with the ref?
actually, individually, we are four incredibly different people.
We are like Porsche brothers.
Different backgrounds, different ethnicity, heritage, but like I said, we are all insanely in love with Porsches, mainly old Porsches, you know, but new Porsches too. So if anyone has a new car coming or something, we all want to know about it. And then you get like jealous because it's like, oh my god, that's so cool, I want one too. But it's not. It's a nice sort of. It's not a competition, but it's just a nice sort of. It's like you know, it's like family. It's like
Right.
Sibling rivalry.
We don't compete, we complete. So we hang out together, talk about our cars, talk about what we're gonna do, and just have fun.
Porsche 356 Pre-A. It's the oldest one here in the show. My dad had it.
Oh, wow.
And he lost it and I bought it back. My mother was taken to the hospital in the same car back in 1967.
Wow. So
I got it
really
back.
wanted this car, huh?
Well, I didn't know where it was, but when I found it, I put my hands on it and I had to get it.
Yeah,
The city.
it's actually
Careful here.
Yes, I have to be careful here, but you know, it is like a member of the family. You know, I mean, my children and my wife and my love and my life, but yeah, it's more than a motor vehicle. It's more than a piece of mechanical engineering. It's like every time you park and then you walk away, and you just have to like stop and have a little look back over your shoulders, check out, and you go,
They're out of the 997 Turbo, and they are not the upgraded. They're not the sport seats. They're the racing seats that were the secondary option. The first option was sport seats, and the second option was racing seats. So these are factory racing seats. They're a direct plug-in for a 997 Turbo, a GT3. They'll fit a Cayman, and they'll fit in a 996 or a Boxster.
stuck between 1970 and 1998, which is the air-cooled period. I have two. I used to have a bigger collection, but I moved away and it was, time to sell some. So I kept two. I kept a 1971, which Rudy sold me, and then 1996, which was my first. So they say you never sell your first. But that's my.
I'm just German, so I would just have to say yes. I like everything from the early. You probably go downstairs and you'll see the Porsche tractor. I think that's fantastic, all the way up to a modern 918 or GT3 RS. So for me, they're all marvelous pieces.
I love anything from like 98 back. That's when they still did all the air-cooled engines. And I started off in this sort of mission to kind of have some from all the different generations. And I love all the cars from all different generations, but I really now have come to sort of realize that the older the better. Like the cars from the 67, 70s, they got more heart. There's less to them, but they're more fun to drive. Less is more. I mean, it's a cliche, but I don't want electronics, GPS, all that boring stuff.
I'm about colors, and the years that I like are from the 90s, 90 to 98. That's what I like. But crazy colors, original factory colors.
The city has been through a lot, right, with Hurricane Harvey. Obviously that was not in our heads when we were first planning the event. But after the event, we decided, in addition to working towards the Snowdrop Foundation for Pediatric Cancer, we also wanted to include the Houston Food Bank, who's been a vital organization in helping Houston get running again after the horrible storm.
It's a high glass enamel, and I sketched it out, and then I used a stick to drip the paint. So that's kind of why it gives it the look, the cartoony kind of look.
Well, very nice.
And I'll make it whatever color you want.
Give it up for the champ. Come on, clap for the champ.
Anyone that comes to this event, bring your checkbook, because we are doing this for charity, and the pieces that we are auctioning this year and probably in future years, we get unique vintage Porsche parts, body parts, and we have local artists paint the most amazing pieces, and that's actually really exciting. You know, the art aspect now is getting really interesting.
I guess stay tuned for next year. You know,
Yeah.
you guys have seen the development over the 2 years. We're here to stay, I think.